something interesting going on with me. As you know, I have my journal. So this journal, I'll show you. So each time I work on my journal, right? So I do my writings and I do my drawing. So till up to 10, спасибо. Till up to 10 classes, exercises. Можно познакомиться. Меня зовут Елена. Till up to 10 exercises was fine. When number 10 hit, number 10, I saw my microphone didn't work, my video didn't work. Then I did one video, and guess what? So I have a headset. I have a headset, and I forgot to turn it off. Turn it when it's on. No, in Las Vegas. When I turn it on, then sound in the phone like totally off. So I had to redo my exercise and do separate video on a just separate page. And for some reason today I did this picture. I did this picture, but I'm not sure. I have it on TikTok, but I also was recording that live on Facebook, but I don't see it. Maybe it's just not there. Oh, I mean, I don't see it. Remember how it is? When you focus on something, you become a magnet. You can attract anything you want. Perfect for you. When you focus on something you want, you attract it, because when you think long enough, then it happened to you. That's magic. You want to play magic? That really works. All you need to do is let your inner child say, trust your inner child, because your inner child knows how to play this game. Remember when you've been a young child? When you've been a young child, everything like real, everything possible, and everything you can, yeah, we FaceTime now. So everything is possible, and that's why when we connect with that inner child, things happens, magic happens. Remember what Jesus said? Jesus said, become like a children again, and you will reach out to the heaven, something like that. I don't know what he said, but you know what he said. If you play adult all the time and be serious all the time, then magic not gonna happen to you. Okay, we can do private session on Zoom. I do private sessions with clients too. Yeah, if you want to work with me, I do private sessions, and I'm a coach, and I take you through, if you want to go through past life, we work with metaphoric cards, and I create those cards, by the way. It's my deck, and I want to create another deck. So now I really focus on my journal, this journal for inner goddess. Yeah, you my magic guys too. I so love to interact with you. So, and this is really works, because when you allow your inner child play, when you allow your inner child be open to magic happens to you. So all I just call out for your inner child to connect with your inner adult, with your inner adult. So cheer yourself up, like inspire yourself, and then you and then you will see this connection with magic, because you start to vibrate beautifully, you start to vibrate on a high vibration, and when you vibrate high, beautiful things happen to you. What happened to my hair? You know what I mean? So now, like in 3 minutes, let's do 9:30. We'll do reading, and then I pull out the card, and you just focus on what is you. Okay? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think my recording didn't work. That's no good. So I need to do another drawing, I guess, because I want to really show you my drawing. I have drawing in beginning. I probably post what I have. Thank you so much. So, and anyway, this next chapter I'm going to read from the book 1 Minute Millionaire. Please stick around, because when I read only one chapter, I'll do my insights, but it doesn't matter what I say. Matter what is resonate with you, because while I'm talking, you have your own insights. Because when you have your own insights, write them down, or like try to emphasize this idea. Try to think, what if it's possible for me? What if it, or like try to emphasize this idea. Try to think, what if it's possible for me? What if it... Okay, let's see. Next one, very powerful. It says, oh, you're so sweet. Listen, next one, it says, words transform. Is that magic or what? And guess what? I tell you on something else. Words is a spell. Whatever you say to yourself, you put spell on yourself. If you talk negative to you or about others, you spell on yourself. That's why it's so important to say beautiful words. Stay positive. Even though if somebody else like have negative vibration, just remember this negative vibration, because that person been hurt. And that's why when that person been hurt, you just cannot take it close to you. For example, let me tell you an example. Let's say you walk on the street, right? And somebody come to you and say, I don't like your yellow socks with red polka dot. But you don't have those socks. What would you think about that person? You're going to think like that person off, something going on with that person, not with you. Same thing when somebody so same thing when somebody tell you negative stuff, they are just something going on in that person. It's not about you. So you just disregard it. You just from that person. We just send light and love to that person, but don't take it personally. You have to understand that. And sometimes when you say something bad to somebody, it's not because you feel you want to hurt somebody else. No, it's because you feel sad about something. It's because something going not the way you like it. So that's why try to spell good words on yourself. That's why in English they say spell this word or that word. That's what it is. So try to stay positive. And here's words transform. Where's my glass? Oh, here. So let me read it for you. So we're going to read this one. 1 minute millionaire. Okay, and millionaire can become, it just millionaire, it's, to me it's just abundance of in everything, abundance in the feelings, abundance in communication, abundance in emotions, good emotions, I mean, abundance in money, abundance in love. That's what it is. And this book teaching all this stuff. Thank you. Let's focus on this. Listen, next one. Words transform. And then I will recap those previous chapters just a little bit to refresh your mind, because they're very powerful. Use the Millionaire Maker for few days to snap yourself every time you have a negative thought. Then focus on words you speak. The spoken word has a tremendous impact on both your external and internal reality. Words have power. Whatever you say eventually comes back to you like a boomerang. Whatever you say eventually comes back to you like a boomerang. Hence, it is critical to use words properly. There was one discipline that immediately transformed entire organization or company when developed from one of a daily morning get together entire company. So like when every morning you do something same thing, and when you talk, okay, so it was one company, real estate company, and the head of the one real estate company said they read every morning at the meeting one page from book detailing the rolling thunder in American Indian medicine man. And that's what it says. People have to be responsible for their thoughts, so they have to learn to control them. It may not be easy, but it can be done. First of all, if we don't want to think certain things, we don't say them. We don't have to eat everything we see, and we don't have to say everything we think. So we begin by watching our words and speaking with good purpose only. I'll do it again, it's very powerful. People have to be responsible for their thoughts. So they have to learn to control them. Your thoughts, control your thoughts. It may not be easy, but it can be done. First of all, we don't want to think certain things. We don't say them. We don't have to eat everything we see, and we don't have to say everything we think. So we begin with watching our words and speaking with good purpose only. I would say better. I would say you better start to think inside, like think properly. Because whatever you think, you speak, right? But when you start to think properly, when you start to think positive to yourself, because when you think positive to yourself, cheer yourself up. First of all, you talk to yourself, you talk to your inner child, you talk to your inner parent, or like you create a good parenting yourself. Imagine how would you want to see a perfect parent for yourself. That's what you can create within, inside of your heart. And there, your inner child too. So when your inner child knows that you say, okay, let's say you didn't do something, okay, or you mess it up, say this, it's okay. Talk to yourself like this. It's okay. Tomorrow would be better. And really try to do tomorrow better. Okay. Upon reading this quote, everyone in Thunder's company agreed to only speak with a good purpose. That is, if it doesn't serve, don't say it. According to their rules, if anyone was observed not following the policy of speaking with good purpose, he or she agreed to donate $2 to Ball in the office. At the end of the month, the money in the ball was given to charity. Oh my God, give me a break. Really, just don't say it, right? It's not that hard. Well, maybe for some people it's hard. I'm not sure. The simple act of putting $2 into ball was transforming experience for this entire office. According to Tarber, noticing he has done before or since had such a powerful impact on a group of people. We offer this as a challenge. Choose your words carefully. Only speak with good purpose. If it doesn't serve, don't say it. If you catch yourself speaking words that don't serve, put $2 into bowl. Then watch the result in your own life. I wonder if you can do it to yourself. Maybe you can, because I don't know. I'm always thinking positive about myself and I cheer myself up. Yes, it was time before when I was negative, and I know I work on myself, and that's why I really want to share with you how I went through all this, because it's really deep inside work. When you work on yourself, when you transform yourself, it's like you transform yourself in a gym. Okay, let's move on. I read one more. You are your wealth. You are your wealth. Now, here is my secret, a very simple secret. It is only with the heart that one can see brightly. What is essential is invisible to the eyes. From The Little Prince by Anthony de Saint-Exupéry. It all starts from nothing. All of us come into this world naked, helpless, and ignorant. True, right? So it is whenever you start a new project, you are like a new baby. The first task is to take stock of your resources. In business, they call this preparing a balance sheet, a summary of your asset and liabilities. Interesting. So what is your asset? Cash, securities and other liquid investment, real estate, cars, equipment and other tangible assets, furniture, jewelry and other personal items. Liabilities, debit, obligation, mortgages, bank loans, promissory notes. Let's see what they try to say. You are your wealth. Let's see. When you subtract your liabilities from your asset, you come up with what is known as net worth. If you want to be a net millionaire, what you own minus what you owe must equal more than $1 million. Having such a balance sheet assumes that it is our possession that make us wealthy. But many essential items are left off the traditional balance sheet. The truth is that these invisible assets are the real sources for all the wealth we possess. For instance, what about the original business idea? What about the courage to implement it? What about the constant and relationships that help you accomplish it? What about credibility, creativity, determination, persistence, commitment, and knowledge? That's very good words, huh? None of these attributes appear on the traditional balance sheet, but there can be absolutely no tangible balance sheet without them. The truth is, you don't have wealth. You are your wealth. That's a good word. So let's prepare your enlightened balance sheet. What are some of your invisible assets? Listen carefully. Internal assets, creativity, imagination, vision, generosity, courage, boldness, persistent, integrity. That's a very powerful one. Expert connections and customer database, valuable skill, selling, persuasion, I don't know how to say it, persuasion, marketing, time management, internal liabilities, anger, small-mindedness, perfectionism, like when you try to be perfect, pettiness, fear, anxiety, hesitancy, bad reputation, laziness, poor organization. Literally, is as a beginner, there are only 3 resources you need: a good idea, the commitment, and do it. Good one, huh? The key constant who possesses the other resources. Here is your motto: every resource I need, tangible or intangible, is possessed by someone, somewhere, at this very moment. How can I find these individuals and pursue them to provide me with these resources? I'm not sure if I agree. Let's do it again. Every resource I need, tangible or intangible, is possessed by someone. How about you? I am not agree with that. Somewhere at this very moment. How can I find these individuals and pursue them to provide me with these resources? I would reward it. It's kind of low vibration to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand good. But it sounds like I would reward this way. Here is my mojo. Every resource I need, I have, tangible or intangible. And I can learn from someone somewhere in this very moment who use the similar resources, tangible or intangible, in this very moment. I think it sounds better to me. And I can find these examples to help myself with this so I can use those resources. So anyway, it's kind of my thought on it. We don't have to agree on everything, right? We just brainstorm here and think how is it be 1 minute millionaire, or they say enlightened millionaire. So I think it's very important to vibrate high. And now let me recap. So today we read about wealth is you. You are your wealth, which is you possess your, let me read it again, I love it. Creativity, imagination, vision, generosity, courage, boldness, persistent, integrity, expert connection and customer databases, valuable skill, selling, marketing, time management. This is all things that it's very powerful to move on in as a millionaire, right? As your own enlightened millionaire. So you are your wealth. So one before was words transform. When you speak words that positive, so you can transform yourself, because when you start to talk to yourself with cheerful words, you support yourself and you try to watch your thoughts, what you're thinking about. Remember how important it is when you think about positive, more positive happen to you. So more these connections happen. See, when it's new thought get together, so all these wires get together, and this is already habits. This is already strong thoughts here. The big nuts represent the habits. How about we make a habit here to say good words, to be focused on creativity, imagination, vision, generosity, courage, boldness, integrity, valuable skills like selling, persuasion, marketing, time management, right? So how about we fire up those neurons to make new habits, so then it would be much easier to move forward. Those words will transform. And video before, I was reading about changing your reality is a snap. So switch thinking negative by even have rubber band on your wrist, and anytime you catch yourself thinking negative, you snap it to remind with this little pain, to remind yourself, wait a minute, what I'm thinking about, why I go in my thoughts that direction. And when you train yourself, think only about future, think about plan out step by step, then success will catch you. It's no way. It's no way you can escape your success. And one before it was givers get. That beautiful one, right? When you give, you get more. So same thing is like when you give more love, you get love. When you give hugs, you get hugs. When you have friends and support your friends, you would be like so friendly, people will be attracted to you. So this is beautiful thing. I like this book. It's very powerful points here that we need to be reminded all the time to ourselves, because when you remind yourself about all these wonderful ideas, you get closer to what you want. And it's law of attraction. You start to attract more positive people, you attract more wonderful ideas, $1,000,000 ideas, how they say, right? So because your thoughts would be fire up new neurons. You see? So I love to focus on this book. And here's be, do, and have. So this book, 1 Minute Millionaire, we will read tomorrow. And around 9 o'clock, please come over. And possibly I'll do another reading at 3 p.m. Las Vegas time. And now I want you to just think about like what is stopping you? What is stopping you from being enlightened millionaire? Kind, sweet, abundant. What is stopping you from being this way? Ask yourself, what blocks or what vibration rise up when you think about this? When you think about, let's say, big money, or at least when you think about amount of money. Let's say once you made so much money. No, I don't know what's the amount for you. If it's $1,000,000, make it twice as more. How would you feel? But be honest to yourself. What is the biggest amount of money you hold in your hands like you earned it? And double it. And when you do this, you start to feel certain feelings in your body. You start to feel like, is that feel comfortable or it's not feel comfortable? And I tell you why, because those programs that it's stopping us from earning more money usually come from childhood. And because our inner child doesn't really understand the money idea. And if people, like if, I don't say you, but just imagine, somebody really want a lot of money. But for some reason they struggle, they work jobs, they do like paycheck to paycheck life, and I was there too. But this is mentality of a young child, because when person doesn't take responsibilities for moving forward, for keep a schedule, for be responsible what you eat, what time you go to bed, what you think, how you speak to other people, are you positive or are you negative, then your responsibility start to grow. And responsibility for child, it's something painful. But responsibility for adult, it's a freedom. Think about that. When you're responsible, let's say, small example, right? When you're responsible for, let's say, don't eat after 6 p.m., you can do it. And it's a reason for that. I can tell you a little bit about that. So because our body have a clock, right? And after like around 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., our body shut down to rest. But when we eat late, we kind of abuse our organs because they need to rest, but they're supposed to work on the food. So if you simply understand the process and stick to don't eat after 6, you can make it possible slowly, but you can make it possible. Don't eat after 6. Then you become healthier. You know what I mean? So you got responsibility, you're responsible for your body, and you get benefits. You feel better, you wake up much more lighter, and you are getting younger. Because when our organs overwork, then we look older, then we get more wrinkles. But when you become responsible for this little thing, don't eat after 6, then all these benefits start roll up to you. You see? So when we as adults become responsible for little things like that, and start with little things, start for 2, then you can get back maybe not. Maybe you're so used to it and you say, you know what, I feel great. I don't want to fall back. So, and let me get to the book. So I like to talk about this Enlightened Millionaire, like 1 Minute Millionaire book, because it shows those little things that we can follow, and we can all of a sudden, without heart transformation, we can all of a sudden like start to gain momentum, start to see how doors open, start to see how other people come your way and give you opportunities, and it just universe start to work with you when we start with little steps. Okay, so now I have this metaphorical cards, and I pull one card for you. I don't know which card it would be, but it's metaphorical card. And you just take a look at this card and ask yourself, what is it for me? If you want to know more, you can write me a message. I tell you a little deeper. But trust yourself. Trust your feelings. Trust your intuition. And your inner child will tell you the answer. So I'm pulling now the card. Look at this. This is white red. I tell you a little bit about this beautiful animal. The white red, it's very smart animal. It's a first in the Chinese zodiac, red or red. So what that animal does, always bring home some stuff, okay? Always bring home everything that it can be useful. That's a red. Very smart. Remember how in old times, if the boat go like, they always had the reds on a boat, because reds always tell the people that if it's hole on the bottom of the boat. So what is it for you? And we talk about 1 minute millionaire. What this tells you? We talk about this book, and this is just a hint for you. The white red. This is this deck of cards. It's all about it's all animals. It's all animals. Totem animals, and couple cards like the powerful cards. It's a diamond there. It's tree, and a couple other cards. So, but today it's a red. And just listen. What is it for you? What does this card tell you? And I have another deck. And I'm not going to read the meaning of it by the author for a reason. Because I want you to learn to listen to yourself. I want you to learn this deck. And this is called Healing with Angels. Healing with Angels. And let's pull another deck card. And let's see what it tells to you. We talk about 1 minute millionaire. What is stopping you from have abundance in your life? And I'm pulling the card now. So what is meaning to you? It's just a hint. Okay, what is it? Intention. Wow. So ask yourself, what this card tell you? Where's your intention? Where you put your energy? Where's your neurons connecting? Do you really want to be abundant? With money, with success, with connection, with your project? Are you? Where's your intention? And so see, we have 2 cards here. Red and intention. So think about this, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I pull another couple cards tomorrow, but think about it, it's a food for thought. Rewire your thoughts. Also, I want to read from this book. Remember, for 30 days, I'll try to read it all the time. What they say, read every night those words. 1 second. So this way, when you go to bed, you have these amazing words in your mind. They're really beautiful. Here I found it. I'm abundant in every good way. Infinite money is mine to earn, save, invest, exponentially multiply, and share. My abundance is making everyone better off. I embrace abundance, and abundance embraces me. Thank you so much for being with me, and expect miracles. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Bye. Good night.